What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously once again. I am here to do my WWE Super Showdown 2018 predictions. Now, the Super Showdown happens this Saturday, live at 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific, live on the WWE Network from the Melbourne Cricket Grounds in Melbourne, Australia. Now, this Super Showdown card is indeed super. We got, as of right now, 9 big-time matches and 4 titles are going to be on the line. So I'm very excited to do these predictions for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into the Super Showdown after our last WWE pay-per-view, which was Hell in a Cell, we went 4-3. So our overall record coming in is 146, 72, and 1. So we're coming in hot. We haven't had a losing record, I think, all year, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video, we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 6 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video, we will make it lucky number 7. Now, we got some big videos that are coming up today on the channel and this week, so hopefully you guys will be able to watch all these videos. As always, show your support by watching those videos, super kicking those like buttons, and hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment section down below. Now, this is your first time watching my channel as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video. Boy, you picked a good one if you're a huge WWE fan like myself and you're ready for this huge Super Showdown event. Welcome to the Dangerous Lines. I am JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is... Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Now, if they do add any other matches, maybe that 6-woman tag team match with the Bellas and Ronda Rousey versus the Riot Squad, but that match is definitely in question. I'll have it in the comment section down below, but I'm going to do the 9 matches that have already been confirmed. Starting off with the first match, it is a women's tag team battle, featuring on one side you have the woman that always feels the glow, Naomi, and the former undefeated Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, and their opponents consisting of the Aussie duo of Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, the Iconics. Now, I'm just going to say this right now. I am begging WWE to turn Asuka heel, because this face turn that they turned with her has been a failure. She hasn't been relevant since she lost at WrestleMania. So the right time to do it is got to turn her heel now. If they don't turn her heel, you've already ruined her. You've already ruined her undefeated streak. She hasn't won a pay-per-view match in since the Elimination Chamber. And just turn her heel, WWE. So coming from me in this first matchup, I am taking the Iconics to defeat Asuka and Naomi. And now the next matchup, it is for the Cruiserweight Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is looking to win his first singles title in his WWE career. He himself a former NXT Tag Team Champion. He is the Juggernaut, Buddy Murphy. And Buddy Murphy is challenging the reigning and defending Cruiserweight Champion. He is Cedric Alexander. Now, this is a big matchup for Buddy Murphy, being it's in his hometown of Australia. He's definitely going to be definitely the favorite with that crowd, because when it comes to Aussie wrestlers, Aussie fans definitely pull for their hometown guys. And the Juggernaut, Buddy Murphy, has been definitely impressing me on 205 Live. He always has a solid match. He always has an amazing match on 205 Live, and the way he looks. Before he was on NXT, he didn't really look, but when he looks now on 205 Live, he looks legitimately, genetically jacked. And no wonder they call him the Juggernaut. He is just a ball going forward and not stopping. And he's looking to finally win his first singles title. Down the other side, you have Cedric Alexander coming in as the reigning Cruiserweight Champion. He's been the champion since WrestleMania this past year. Nearly, I think, 5.5+ months as champion. And he's taken on all comers. He's been a fighting champion. He's taken guys off. He's taken guys like Mustafa Ali, like Hideo Itami, like Tony Nese, like TJP, like Kendrick, like Noam Dar, like Drew Gulak. He's taken on all comers, but his match against Buddy Murphy a couple months ago on 205 Live was maybe his most physical, and he barely got out as the Cruiserweight Champion. So Cedric knows Buddy Murphy's style, and he's going to try to adapt to that and get a big win. So coming from me in this matchup for the Cruiserweight title, this one's tough. I wouldn't mind Buddy Murphy being the Cruiserweight Champion. It would definitely change the style of 205 Live. But coming from me, even though I want Buddy Murphy to win, I'm going to take Cedric Alexander to retain the Cruiserweight title and defeat a very good Buddy Murphy. And now the next matchup, a very meaningless tag team match featuring on one side, accompanied by his newest manager, the man of the hour, Lio Rush. He is the former two-time ECW champion, a former United States champion, and a former TNA World Champion. He is the Destroyer, Bobby Lashley, and his partner making his return to pay-per-view since WrestleMania this past year. He is the former 16-time World Champion. He is John Cena, Rapadoo, Boop Your Pants. And their opponents, consisting of the guitar-strumming Elias and the prize fighter Kevin Owens. Now, this matchup was originally going to be Kevin Owens versus John Cena, but WWE changed it from a singles match to a tag team match, which, again, I'm not really interested in. So, coming from me in this tag team match, I'm going to take the team of John Cena and Bobby Lashley to defeat Elias and Kevin Owens. And now the next matchup, it is for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Starting off with the challengers. They are the former four-time Raw Tag Team Champions, and they're looking to add the SmackDown Tag Team titles to their collection. They are the Swiss Superman Cesaro and the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, The Bar. And The Bar is challenging the reigning and defending and five-time SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. They are Big E Langston, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston, The New Day. Now, starting off with The Bar, this is their biggest opportunity since they have been on SmackDown Live. Hell, they haven't been on pay-per-view in 6 months. And I'm looking at WWE like, how can you put a team like The Bar on the shelf for 6 months? We haven't seen them since the greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia in April. And they finally get this opportunity here in Australia. They should have had multiple opportunities this past year. But I'm happy they're getting this opportunity finally. I mean, they were in that tag team tournament to determine the number one contenders at Hell in a Cell, but they lost. So that was their first match on TV in 6 months, and now this is their first pay-per-view in 6 months. But The Bar is looking to prove, as they always say,
we don't just set the bar, we are the bar.
And they're looking to be the next SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Then on the other side, you have the New Day coming in as the reigning five-time SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. And this matchup is a little bit more important for the New Day because if you remember when they were on Raw as the WWE Tag Team Champions, the longest reigning, who was the team that defeated them and ended their longest reigning tag team title reign? The Bar. So you know the New Day has not forgotten that moment, and the Bar has definitely got to them in one-on-one matches on SmackDown Live. So the New Day is looking to stop The Bar and continue their run as SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So coming from me in this matchup for the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles, as much as I want The Bar to win, I can see them getting more opportunities later on into the year. So coming from me, I am taking the New Day to retain the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles and defeat The Bar. And now the next matchup, a huge one-on-one battle. It's huge because it will determine the number one contender for the WWE title. On one side, you have the former world champion, a man who is looking to once again be the WWE champion for the first time since 2014. He is the leader of the Yes Movement. He is Daniel Bryan. And his opponent, he is the former 8-time Intercontinental Champion, and he's looking to win the WWE title for the first time since 2010. He is the A-lister, The Miz, and this is the third installment of this ongoing rivalry between Daniel Bryan and The Miz. It started at SummerSlam this past August with The Miz defeating Daniel Bryan via some brass knucks. It continued at Hell in a Cell last month in a mixed tag match with Miz and Maurice defeating Brie and Daniel Bryan, and it culminates right here. A shot at the WWE Championship. Both these guys want to be WWE champion. The Miz says he will do whatever it takes to once again hold the belt, and he told Daniel Bryan, are you willing to do whatever it takes to win the WWE title like The Miz wants to do? He will do whatever it takes. He will grab the ropes, grab the tights, poke you in the eye. Miz will do whatever it takes to win. Can Daniel say the same? So coming from me, in this huge one-on-one battle to determine the number one contender for the WWE title, man, you can go either way with this because I like The Miz and I also like Daniel Bryan, and I would love to see either one of them the WWE champion again. But coming from me, I am taking Daniel Bryan to defeat The Miz and become the #1 contender. And now the next matchup. It is a huge 6-man tag team battle with a lot of momentum going into WWE's Crown Jewel in November. On one side, he is the reigning Intercontinental Champion. Every Monday night is his night, and every time his music hits, you know it's time to... He is CrossFit Jesus. He is the Architect. He is Seth freaking Rollins. Next, he is a former WWE Champion. He is the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose. And finally, he is the reigning, defending Universal Champion, the self-proclaimed Big Dog, Roman Reigns. And their opponents consisting of the Raw Tag Team Champions, the show-off Dolph Ziggler, the Scottish Psychopath Drew McIntyre, and the monster among men, the uncrowned Universal Champion. And if you know who it is, it's... Strowman! Now, we all know what happened at Hell in a Cell in the main event. Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns' match went to a no contest when the returning Brock Lesnar came out, kicked the Hell in a Cell door, and attacked both men, and that match and that pay-per-view ended with a no contest. Really, WWE? You're going to cuck every fan out of a main event match? It's Hell in a Cell. There's no rules. Then the following night, it was announced that at WWE's Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia on November the 2nd, Roman Reigns will be defending the Universal title in a triple threat match against Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. So this matchup has a lot of momentum going in. Now, the team of Ziggler, Drew, and Braun Strowman has been getting into the head of Dean Ambrose, saying that the Shield needs Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose does not need the Shield. They did it a couple weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, stirring the pot, but what they were saying is actually true. The Shield wouldn't be really anything if it wasn't for Dean Ambrose. He's like the heart of the team. Seth Rollins is the Architect, and Roman Reigns is just there so he doesn't get booed every week on pay-per-view. So coming from me in this 6-man tag team battle to see who will get some momentum going into the Universal title matchup at WWE's Crown Jewel, I'm going to take the Shield to defeat Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and Braun Strowman. And now the next matchup. It is for the SmackDown Women's Championship in a Hell in a Cell rematch. Starting off with the challenger. She is looking to once again regain the SmackDown Women's title. Herself a 7-time Women's Champion, and she's looking to make herself as always the Queen of SmackDown Live. She is the one that defeated the undefeated one Asuka at WrestleMania. She is Charlotte Flair, and Charlotte is challenging the reigning and defending and now 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion. She is the most over woman on the roster right now, other than Ronda Rousey. She is the Irish ass kicker Becky Lynch. Now, at Hell in a Cell, Becky Lynch finally realized her dream she realized her dream by defeating Charlotte Flair to win back the SmackDown Women's title for the first time since 2016. She finally got her moment that she should have had the moment that she should have had at SummerSlam. But this is Charlotte Flair's automatic rematch. Now starting off with Charlotte Flair, this is a chance to once again be the SmackDown Women's Champion. She is looking to make it number 8. And for me, I love Charlotte Flair. I love her athleticism, but she is really the Roman Reigns of the women's division. She gets title shots out of nowhere. We saw that at SummerSlam. Like I've said, Charlotte had no business being in that match with Becky and Carmella, but Paige, being somewhat biased, gave her an opportunity. Sound familiar? Sounds like Roman Reigns. She is the Roman Reigns of the women's division, and you can agree or disagree on me on that, but it's kind of the truth. Then on the other side, you have Becky Lynch making her first title defense in 2 years. And like I said, she has been the most over woman on SmackDown Live. Vince McMahon has been trying to make us boo Becky Lynch, but sorry, Vince, we're not going to boo somebody who fought and scratched and clawed to win back the SmackDown Women's title. She's going to get cheered every week and every pay-per-view. She is the champion. And I saw a sign a couple of weeks ago that said, Becky 316 says, I just kicked your laugh. You see how over she is. And Vince is telling us we need to boo her and we need to cheer Charlotte. No chance in hell, McMahon. So coming from me in this matchup for the SmackDown Women's Championship in this Hell in a Cell rematch, Knowing WWE, they could just put the belt right back on Charlotte Flair, which would be a bullshit move. But coming from me, there ain't no way Becky's going to lose this belt after she just won it for the first time in 2 years. So coming from me, I am taking Becky Lynch to retain the SmackDown Women's title by any means and defeat Charlotte Flair. And now the next matchup, the matchup that has been building for this show, it has been billed as the last time ever. Right. Between two icons on one side, accompanied by his fellow D-Generation X member and his best friend, HBK Shawn Michaels. He is the 14-time World Champion. He is a multiple Royal Rumble winner, a Grand Slam champion, and he is the COO of the WWE. He is the game. He is the cerebral assassin. He is the King of Kings, Triple H. And his opponent, accompanied by his brother and the new mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, the Big Red Machine Kane. He is the conscience of the WWE, a former world champion in his own right, a Royal Rumble winner. He is the Phenom. He is the Lord of Darkness. He is the Undertaker. Now, this is the 11th meeting between Triple H and the Undertaker one-on-one. Taker leads the all-time series 7-3. Now, Taker's last win against Triple H was at the last time they ever met one-on-one at WrestleMania 28, which was known as End of an Era, Hell in a Cell. And Triple H's last win against the Undertaker, you have to go all the way back to 2002 and at Insurrection. So Triple H has not beaten the Undertaker one-on-one in a while. Now, for me, the match at WrestleMania 28 was the last time these two would ever meet one-on-one. It was known as End of an Era for a reason. But the fact that they brought this back is kind of ridiculous because they just did it to sell tickets. There's build to this matchup a little bit, but the build was more at WrestleMania 28 because the streak was on the line. It was inside Hell in a Cell. It was the end of an era. But this matchup is just to sell tickets, and I hate to say that. And they say this match is the last ever meeting between these two. We all know that's a lie because if you haven't heard, at WWE's Crown Jewel, Shawn Michaels will be coming out of retirement for the first time in 8 years. I guess money talks to get HBK out of retirement, and he's going to be tag teaming with Triple H against Taker and Kane. So when they say last time ever, you know it's bullshit. So coming from me in the self-proclaimed last ever meeting between Triple H and The Undertaker, right, I'm going to take The Undertaker to defeat Triple H. And now the main event. It is a no disqualification, no count out, and there must be a winner in a Hell in a Cell rematch, and it's for the WWE Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is looking to finally become the only man in history to hold the Ring of Honor World title, TNA World title, NXT World title, and he could be the next WWE Champion, a man who should have been the WWE Champion at Hell in a Cell. He is the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe is challenging the reigning and defending and undisputed WWE Champion, the greatest WWE Champion of all time since CM Punk. And if you know his music, his old music in TNA, you know who I'm talking about. He is
the phenomenal AJ Styles!
Now, we all saw what happened at Hell in a Cell during the end of that match. Samoa Joe had the Coquina clutch on AJ, and AJ reversed it, and the referee counted Joe's shoulders to the mat. But what the referee didn't see is that AJ Styles tapped out before the referee was counting the shoulders, in which Samoa Joe thought he won the WWE title, but then was announced that still the WWE Champion AJ Styles, in which Joe was incensed. He felt AJ tapping out. The replay showed him tapping out before the referee counted Joe's shoulders to the mat. So he was pissed. He went to Paige saying, well, what are you going to do about it, incompetent referee? And he said, I want another match, but this time I don't want no excuses. No DQ, no count out, and there must be a winner, in which Paige accepted. Now, this rivalry, and I know you guys have been watching this rivalry throughout the years like I have. This rivalry has been maybe the most personal between these two. I mean, with Samoa Joe talking about AJ's family, his wife Wendy, and the last 2 weeks on SmackDown, AJ was signing the contract for the match in which Joe was not there, and he was at AJ Styles' house. And before the show ended, he rang the doorbell. You can see how personal this is getting, but this is how Joe plays his mind games. And if he gets into his opponent's head, he will be unstoppable. And this matchup is definitely up his alley. No DQ, no count out. This is practically a street fight. No holds barred. And you have somebody like the Samoan submission machine that can use any type of weapon. This is definitely Joe's match. The only other side, you have AJ Styles coming in as the reigning champion. He's 1 month away from being the champion for over a year, passing CM Punk's record. And anybody who knows me, I am a huge CM Punk guy. And I would be honored to see AJ pass that record, other than that loser Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns, because AJ Styles is a fighting champion. He's been a fighting champion since he won the belt last November. He's put that belt on the line on every pay-per-view. Roman Reigns hasn't done that, and Brock Lesnar damn sure hasn't done that. So AJ Styles has been a fantastic champion. But this rivalry is easily his best since he's been in the WWE. I mean, his matches with Shinsuke was very mundane. This has been very personal. And this match, personal for me, just feels as personal as him and Christopher Daniels in like 2012. That kind of personal. And you know, those matches in 2012 with AJ and Daniels were fantastic. And this matchup is definitely in the wheelhouse of AJ Styles as well. He can get extreme if he wants to. So, coming from me, in this no disqualification, no count out, and there must be a winner for the WWE title. This one's so tough. I picked against AJ twice, and he is still the champion. But I don't care if he holds it for a week or a month. I want to see Joe hold the belt. Just like with Christopher Daniels when he won the Ring of Honor World title. As long as he held the belt and he was the Ring of Honor World Champion, I was happy. I'm going to be happy as long as Samoa Joe just holds the WWE title. I don't care if it's for a day or a month. So coming from me, I am taking Samoa Joe to finally become the WWE Champion and defeat AJ Styles. And those are my Super Showdown 2018 predictions. Now, I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning all these matchups on this card? Who do you have winning the WWE title between Samoa Joe and AJ Styles? Who do you have winning the #1 contenders match between Daniel Bryan and The Miz? And who do you have winning between Becky and Charlotte? Let me know in the comment section below your picks. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I am always on to see your comment, like it, and of course, reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys later today for my Week 6 college football predictions. Later days, guys, and peace.